So the open world genre is definitely one of the most popular ones in all of gaming, and the open worlds are becoming bigger, more immersive and more beautiful every year. And obviously if you know my channel, you know that I mostly play and create videos surrounding open world games. So in today's video I want to rank the most beautiful open worlds of all time. So I will not focus on the quality of the open world or on how immersive they are. This video will only focus on the sheer beauty of the open worlds. And I'm thinking about making videos like these a series where I, rank the most immersive open worlds, now I rank the most beautiful open worlds, or simply the best open worlds. So feel free to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss those videos. And creating this list was extremely hard for me. Like, I changed it around probably 15 times because there are so many great and beautiful open worlds that have come out. Okay, so we start the list off with Hogwarts Legacy. And obviously Avalanche had quite a big advantage when it came to this one, because we already know the open world of Harry Potter from the Harry Potter movies, but visiting Hogwarts and the world around that in a video game literally was a dream come true for me and for a lot of other people. And especially Hogwarts was outstanding, the level of detail that they put into it, or just looking at the beautiful open world from up top while flying on your broomstick or from Hogwarts Castle was a great experience. And while the story and the narrative of the game are definitely not outstanding, the castle alone was enough to put the game on today's list. Okay, so on number 9 we have Far Cry Primal. And now, as some of you may know, I reviewed and played every Far Cry game in the last couple of months and also ranked the open worlds, and Far Cry Primal was my favorite one because you cannot experience the prehistoric times in a video game like you can in Far Cry Primal, and it truly showed us how beautiful our nature truly is. You don't have any towers, you don't have any buildings, it's literally Mother Nature itself. And the game made a great job with its lighting, I have to point that out here. And experiencing the open world of our ancestors was really a great experience, and that's why it is on number 9 on today's list. Now in 8th place we have The Elder Scrolls Skyrim. And this game is the oldest game on today's list because it came out in 2011, and that means something. Like, Skyrim is really a beauty, and especially with the remastered edition that came out in 2016, the game looks even more incredible. With a variety of settings and interesting locations to explore. And while I'm playing the Elder Scrolls games right now and will start to review them in the upcoming weeks, it was clear that when it comes to the most beautiful open world, Skyrim comes up top. And so while the open world of Skyrim isn't as incredible as the story of the game, it is still outstanding and definitely deserving on being on today's list. And now in 7th place we got Cyberpunk 2077, and this game is a really interesting case because we all know how the game first came out. It was an absolute mess, and now years after its release it's finally come to a good state so that we are actually able to play it. But I played the game on the day it came out, and I have to tell you that I was immediately very impressed with the open world of the game. And obviously the fact that the release of the game was an absolute nightmare, it kind of overshadowed the actual beauty of the open world of Cyberpunk. Because I don't think that there is another futuristic city or open world as beautiful as we have in Cyberpunk. And driving through Night City or the outskirts at daytime, or especially at night, really is a sight to see. And the open world of the game, in my opinion, definitely was the strongest part of the whole game, and definitely an underrated one. And now in 6th place we've got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I was thinking about whether I should put Assassin's Creed 2 or Assassin's Creed Odyssey in this list, but when it comes to the more beautiful open world, it's definitely Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And while I don't like the RPG games of Assassin's Creed, we really can't say anything when it comes to the open worlds, because look at Greece. You know, Assassin's Creed Odyssey's open world, it is so massive that it takes 40-50 hours to just explore the vast size of the map. And I was also very impressed with the city of Athens on how huge that actually was. In a game like that, you really can't focus as much on detail because the size of the map is just so huge. So you don't really see a lot of interesting kind of hidden locations in the open world. But still, when it comes to the beauty of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's really up there. And I also found the open world more beautiful than the one from Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so it definitely has a place on the most beautiful open worlds in gaming. And on 5th place we have GTA 5. And obviously I do not have to talk much about that game. I think almost everyone knows the game. It is probably one of the most popular games in all of gaming, if not the most popular one. And the city of Los Santos was definitely outstanding. Obviously the world is inspired by the real world, with many iconic Los Angeles locations showing up in the open world of the game, but it is still outstanding. And with this game also being over 10 years old now, it is even more impressive on how great and beautiful the open world of the game actually is. And on 4th place we have Horizon Forbidden West. And I was thinking about which of the 2 Horizon games I should put here, but in my opinion Forbidden West really takes all the great things of Zero Dawn into its successor and makes them even better, including the open world. I mean, just look at the pictures on your screen. The game's open world is outstanding and one of the most spectacular open worlds of all time. You know, this colorful open world with a lot of contrasts really makes us pause the game sometimes and just look at the landscapes and the views that the game offers. And so while Horizon Forbidden West definitely has an incredible story and characters, the open world definitely is one of the strongest aspects of the whole game. Okay, so now we come to the podium of the list, and on top 3 we have The Witcher 3. And what I found so interesting about The Witcher 3 is the incredible diversity of the locations. I mean, if you visit Skellige, for example, it is a completely different vibe and a completely different feeling, like Novigrad, for example. And also when you go through Velen, the poor part of the world, you really feel and see that. But even those parts look beautiful, and obviously not to mention Beauclair, the open world of the DLC of the game, Blood and Wine, which is an absolute beauty. And also in The Witcher 3, I almost used no fast travel because the open world was so great in my opinion, and is definitely one of the most beautiful open worlds of all time. And on 3rd place on today's list. Okay, so now on 2nd place we've got Spider-Man 2. And listen, the Spider-Man open worlds, I mean, they kind of have it easy because in my opinion there is not a single more fun travel method than just swinging from building to building, from skyscraper to skyscraper. And so the dynamic movement of the game also adds to why this game ranks so highly. But guys, I mean, just look at the open world of this game. I mean, Spider-Man Remastered already was an absolute beauty, but obviously this one is even bigger than the open world from the first game. And for a guy that has never been to New York, exploring the open world in those Spider-Man games was an absolutely incredible experience. To the point that in this one, I didn't use fast travel once. And that is actually an achievement for Insomniac Games, but swinging from building to building in Spider-Man was literally so fun that I didn't even want to use fast travel, and just looking down on the open world from the Empire State Building or from one of the other skyscrapers was also breathtaking, and playing those games is definitely an experience that every gamer should have witnessed, and I'm very glad with putting Spider-Man 2 and New York on 2nd place on today's list. And now there is one game that absolutely tops any other game when it comes to the open world, and obviously I'm talking about Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, Rockstar arguably is the leading developer when it comes to open world projects, and the second Red Dead Redemption game really set an extremely high bar, really showed us how incredible open worlds can be. You know, in my opinion, the game's world literally doesn't have any negative aspects. You know, it's so incredibly beautiful, so immersive, and the whole world lives and breathes, and you sometimes don't really feel like you're in a video game. Sometimes we really think this could be real life. And the whole environment is so detailed, and you just really see that Rockstar are very passionate when it comes to creating their open world games. Obviously the GTA series also creates great open worlds, but Red Dead Redemption 2 literally is outstanding and an absolute beauty when roaming through the open world. And you know, while making this list, as I said, I changed around here and there all of the time, but from the beginning I knew that Red Dead Redemption will be on number 1 when it comes to the most beautiful open worlds of all time. And as I said, I would be very happy if you could comment your opinions on the most beautiful open worlds. Those topics are very subjective, and one might have a completely different opinion than another player, so feel free to comment your lists down in the comments. And as I said, I'll be creating more rankings like these surrounding open worlds and surrounding video games, so feel free to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss those. Alright guys, that was it from me in today's video. I wish you all an amazing day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.